This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Primetime. Across from him, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryans. His team coming into play at 1-3 in the early going. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
Here we go. First carry for Joe Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. All right. They'll go right back to Mixon. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. On the tweak, right? 18. What's that? From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Justin Aboigbe getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that to try to improve in this one today.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. On first down, right back to Hampton. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set. 380.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. That one out wide to 4. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
We'll get that out wide to Ford. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Kappa. Me.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete. It is Trey Harris. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Another run here with Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal.
Goes to you. Comes to me, it's me. Ready.
They'll run with Hampton. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Pistol here for Herbert. That one taken in. Trey Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his second TD catch of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Texans offense ready now for their second drive. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll run for it with Mixon. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
Set. 380. Green hut. Delta. Hut. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll go again with Hampton. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they've got it 3rd and 10.
Kappa.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Set. Kappa. Ready.
They'll go. It's Hampton. And he's going to have the Chargers first down, and he got it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On play action now, Herbert. He's got his tight end, Arande Gadsden the second. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
Set. 380. Set.
To throw, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set. 380. Set.
Here comes Hampton on the toss right. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
This one caught at the 4.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field, and nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
10. 380. Route. Go Will, go Will. Watch the motion. Go.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Set. 180. 180. Set.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Hey, please. Set.
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set. 380. Route. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
380. Route. Ready.
They'll run with 4. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Set. 380. Set.
Hampton trying to work inside. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Set. 380. Run. Go.
Hampton. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to second.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
380. Run. Run.
Now Herbert. That is caught to the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
That one is caught by Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. 2nd and 7. Now Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on third down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
380. Set.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins at MetLife Stadium. It's the Jets at home to take on the Chiefs. And it's Arian Smith. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Jets move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the Dolphins wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Dolphins with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the New York Giants. And this is Michael Penix, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Falcons move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes Prince with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10.
380. Black 80. Black. Ready.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Set. 380. Ready.
On play action, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Go.
A give, and here comes Hampton. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Set. 380. Set.
Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
He'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield to try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
18. That's it.
Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. They'll start with great field position up at their 45.
Set. Lion. Ready.
Out of the pistol, here's Hampton. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's into the hands of Harris. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Set. Cap it. I got it. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one complete right side to Harris. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Set.
And the RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That'll be taken in by 4. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
Ready. Run. Set. 380. Run. Set.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he will score!
see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Dicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Texans.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. They find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
All right. Tony, hey.
Here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. 11 yards on the pass there. First down for Houston.
First down.
Stroud to throw. A throw left side finds Dell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From 29. Here's second down and 6.
All right. At 18.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. To throw is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here we go.
He'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
All right. 18.
Now, Stroud. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here now, second down and goal.
All right.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's trying to work the screen with Mixon. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for two.
Here we go. 18.
He'll drop to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the two. So it's not over yet. It's back to a two-score game.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Cut. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, right back to Hampton. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Cut. Set. 380. Cut.
Another run here with Hampton. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 6.
380. Cut. Set.
Now, Herbert. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotuo.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Here we go. 118. What's up?
On first down, it's Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On second down, Stroud. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need 5.
On the quick.
Now Stroud. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So here, as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's fourth down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on fourth down.
The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. And before this drive starts, let me take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award.
Set. Black 80, black.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Set. 380.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. Third down coming up.
Set. 380. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Orange.
They'll go again with Hampton. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on third down.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, right side, he's got it. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 3rd down and 3.
Here we go. Tony.
Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Flushed to his left. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Stroud. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left, but it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable.
Set. Green 80. Green out. White 80. White 80. Ready.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
380.
It is 2nd and 6.
380. Cut. 380. Cut. Set.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Charger first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11.
80. Cut. Cut.
Herbert down to a knee. And that should wrap this one up. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.